The vast highways of America have always been conduits of progress, and during the Trump administration, new policies transformed truck driving across the nation. In this narrative, I explore how shifts in tariffs and regulations have reshaped the trucking landscape, directly impacting supply chains and day-to-day operations. How have policy changes in recent years reshaped the lives of American truck drivers? To lighten the mood, consider this. Why didn't the truck play cards? Because it was afraid of being dealt a bad hand. Join me as I unravel the interplay between policy, persistence, and humor in the era of trucking. During the Trump administration, a host of policies brought significant shifts to the trucking industry. Tariff policies were at the forefront, as the administration imposed duties on imported goods that disrupted traditional supply chains. As these tariffs drove up costs for foreign goods, domestic freight saw unexpected fluctuations in demand, forcing carriers to adjust schedules and re-examine routes. Meanwhile, an executive order on English proficiency introduced additional layers of regulation for truck drivers. This policy mandated strict language benchmarks, frequently checked by authorities, aiming to ensure clear communication on the roads. However, it also sparked debates among industry professionals regarding fairness and practicality. Many drivers found themselves navigating not only economic challenges, but also the complexities of new compliance requirements. In essence, these Trump-era initiatives interwove economic strategies with regulatory oversight, reshaping operations, altering cost structures, and redefining the everyday realities faced by those who keep America moving. These policy shifts created an environment of uncertainty and rapid adaptation. Logistics companies expanded flexibility in planning, while individual truckers had to explore innovative methods to cope with rising expenses. The intricate balance between economic policy and regulatory oversight left a mark on the industry's landscape, leading to adjustments in policy implementation. In exploring the nuances between pre-tariff and post-tariff market conditions, it becomes evident that the landscape of freight transport experienced dramatic shifts. Prior to the imposition of tariffs, the industry enjoyed steady volume growth, reliable load-to-truck ratios, and stable spot rates. These indicators provided a predictable economic environment that allowed truckers to plan long-term routes and secure consistent driver pay. After tariffs were introduced, however, the industry witnessed increased volatility. Average spot rates fluctuated, and driver pay became subject to dramatic shifts as supply chains adapted to unforeseen costs. The comparative lens reveals not only numerical differences, but also a shift in confidence among industry insiders. Drivers and carriers alike felt the ripple effects as changes in key performance indicators underscored significant operational challenges, transforming the days of predictable work into one marked by rapid adaptation and strategic recalibration. This detailed examination of market metrics illustrates how tariff policies recalibrated economic structures within the trucking industry. As figures shifted and market expectations evolved, planning became more tactical. Every load and payment adjustment reflected a broader change, driving industry professionals to reconsider established norms and embrace more agile practices. Essentially, the comparison underscores a transformative era that redefined trucking business operations. Recent market observations reveal emerging challenges as the trucking industry faces a shift toward an oversupplied market. Data indicates that load-to-truck ratios have decreased, suggesting an imbalance between available freight loads and the number of trucks on the road. This trend has contributed to a flattening in overall industry growth, leaving many drivers and carriers grappling with reduced bargaining power and dwindling income margins. The once robust optimism of recovery has given way to a more cautious outlook as market conditions remain uncertain. Even as new strategies are being explored, the legacy of fluctuating tariffs and regulatory pressures continues to influence decision-making. This evolving scenario compels industry stakeholders to innovate and adapt continuously. The narrative of trucking is now one of resilience, where the struggle to maintain profitability drives creative solutions and renewed hope for future stability, even under challenging economic conditions. The future remains uncertain yet full of promise. In summary, The policies of the Trump administration have left an undeniable imprint on the trucking industry. Tariff impositions and regulatory mandates reshape supply chains, driver expectations, and the economic framework of freight transport. This narrative has traced the evolution from stable pre-tariff days to a market marked by volatility and adaptive challenges. The cumulative impact of these measures is reflected in daily operations and the sentiment among truckers and carriers. As the industry continues to adjust, the road ahead remains complex and uncertain, urging leaders and drivers alike to innovate and persevere through ongoing changes. The journey endures onward. Please share your perspectives on how these policy shifts have influenced the trucking industry. Your insights help shape a broader understanding of this evolving landscape. If you found this analysis engaging and informative, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more thoughtful examinations of topics affecting everyday America. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Leave us your thought in the comments and don't forget to subscribe.